Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to the Most High. That is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Racha HaKadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who are well and who I learned this truth from. And salutations to you, brother, stiffly pushing this one truth in all sincerity and diligence. Shalom to the rest of the nation of Yasharallah, as well as the speckled bird, Israelites who may look like the heathen, as we await this second Exodus by the hands of Yahweh Shah that's coming quickly. All right. This is your brother Rachagabar. All right. And as you can see by the title, what we'll be dealing with in this lesson, all right, is how the God of Israel, aka the God of the Bible, all right, is ethnocentric. Okay, which we're going to pull up that definition. All right. But the God of Israel is ethnocentric, man. And really, you people need to pick up and read your Bibles for once. All right. You need to read your Bibles, man, because growing up in a slaughterhouse, okay, the Christian church, all right, Catholicism, all right, you people are under a delusional spell believing that the God is all love, right? He's all love. He's all inclusive, that salvation was opened up on everybody, that everybody's created equally, that he's docile and come as thou art, and, you know, all these, fairy tales, man. But in reality, when you actually read the Bible, the God of the Bible is the complete opposite. See, he has feelings just like us, man. Right? He gets jealous, right? He's a jealous God, right? He loves his nation. He hates Esau, the nation of Edom. Okay, you so-called white people, right? He prioritizes one particular nation over everybody else. See, and that's actually what we're going to go into in this lesson, man, because when you actually read the Bible, all right, precept upon precept goes into the fact that the God of Israel is ethnocentric. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab that definition. All right. So when you go into the definition of ethnocentric, okay, it says ethnocentrism occurs when one has the belief that their own cultural group is superior to others. See, so, this is the problem with race, right? Or racism, because when you go into race, race, it's actually a social construct. All right. That was invented, in the 1700s. Okay, the mid 1700s. All right. And when you actually go into race, okay, that essentially classifies or groups certain people together based on certain phenotypes and characteristics. See, so for example, you could have a so-called black person, right, a so-called Negro, and an African, right, a booty scratching African, right, and because we're both, similar phenotypes, both may be dark skinned, right? Both may have similar builds here and there. So what race does is it classifies us together based on those phenotypes, man. See, race is very faulty when you understand it. Okay, and the whole reason it was created is to place so-called white people on a superior social status than the so-called black people, man. See, and understand that white and black are colors, okay? White and black are colors, man. The scriptures don't talk about, and you have the black people that went over and overtook the white people. No, man, it speaks of nations. Okay, there are 18 nations on the earth, and of those 18 nations, the God of Israel, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, is dealing with his people only. Okay, he's only dealing with his people. See, and I don't want to digress, but the whole notion of Yahweh Shah coming to redeem and reconcile, all right, in order to be redeemed or reconciled, all right, you have to have already been amongst that covenant, man. You can't be redeemed into something you were never a part of. You can't be reconciled into something you were never a part of. Okay, let's grab that word redeemed real quick. All right, and this is really elementary, man, but you Christians don't understand the scriptures. So when you go into the word redeemed, all right, redeem means to compensate for the faults or bad aspects of something. It says gain or regain possession of something in exchange for payment. See, so what faults or bad aspects did the nation of Israel commit? We sinned, right? Sin is a transgression of the law, and the law was only given to who? Israelites. So who can be brought back from that state of error or that state of fault? Israelites. See, you can't be redeemed into something you were never a part of. Okay, that's just like saying, for example, you're playing a video game, all right, and you fighting this big ass boss, okay, and you go fight that boss 3 times and you lose every single time. Then you finally go fight that boss for the fourth time and you win, right? That means you redeemed yourself, okay? You were finally able to correct your mistakes, right? You figured out what the hell. You have to press X, X, Y, Z in a certain order and you beat the boss, okay? But if you never fought that boss or encountered that opponent in the first place, how in the hell could you redeem yourself? It doesn't exist, see? And that's the problem with Christianity, man. It's an all-inclusive, man-made religion that's really founded on pagan worship, okay? Polytheistic pagan worship, okay? Getting the Easter Sunday, Christmas, right? The cross, okay? The little fish symbol they use, okay? All those various things, man, show you that Christianity is pagan as all get out, right? Not keeping the laws. Like, what the hell is that? But, you know, that's the problem with, man-made religion. See, our scriptures are not a religion. Essentially, it's a law given to a particular nation of people, okay? It's a law given to a particular nation of people with instructions on how we're supposed to carry out and conduct ourselves. See, but yeah, going back, when you go into ethnocentric, it goes into occurs when one has the belief that their own cultural group is superior to others. Individuals who are ethnocentric will believe that their cultures, beliefs, ideas, values, and practices are correct, and they use the standard in their own culture to assess other cultural groups. And that really is exactly how the nation Israel was created to be, man. Like, we were given the law, right? We were given that light, that perfect way of life. And by that way of life, everybody else, okay, essentially they're going to, what's the word I'm trying to use? They're going to model themselves after that, man. Okay, it tells you that in the scriptures. In the kingdom, these nations are going to come to us seeking our ways. All right, so that's, that's true. But when you go into race, right, racism, okay, only one nation can be racist, and that's these so-called white people, all right? Because they're the ones who are ruling the earth, okay? When you go into race discrimination, all right, racism is the process by which systems and policies, right, actions and attitudes create an inequitable opportunities and outcomes for people based on race. So, for example, you're so-called white, you can go get a better job than me just because I'm a so-called black person. See, and there are systems and policies in place by way of these laws that are passed, the legislation, right, to wherein you people have a systematic advantage over us. See, and everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows it, but they don't like to admit it. Okay, so let's get back to the topic, is dealing with the fact that the God of Israel is definitely ethnocentric. He prioritizes his nation over everybody else. So let's grab the first precept. Okay, the first precept, all right. This is Salakia. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. It says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. It says, ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. See that? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua prioritized the Israelites to base everything on, man. He bases everything on the Israelites. See, essentially, the term, the world doesn't revolve around you. The world revolves around the Israelites according to the Most High, man. See, and this proves separatism. This proves division. Well, right, we were never created to all come together and integrate, right? We were created to be separate. Okay, because when we integrate, what happens? Our nation, our people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans start adopting the ways of the filthy heathen, man. Catholicism's put on you by the Spaniards, right? Christianity by the English. Okay, Islam by the Arabs who had us in captivity. And all these nations sold us and had us in captivity, man. And yet our people love their oppressors. Okay, scriptures tell you what? Learn not the ways of the heathen. Okay, let's grab that real quick. Okay, our people have learned the ways of the heathen, man. And so because of that, all right, because of that, we're in these predicaments. Okay, learning the ways of the heathen comes from what? Being integrated. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, hear the word which the Lord Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. See, so our people were created, man, to be separate and holy, right? When you go into the word holy, Okay, a holy what's that? First Peter's 2:9. Give me 1 second, Salakia. It's gonna be all over the place. All right, First Peter 2:9. Okay. All right, it says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, man, that you should show forth the praise of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. The light is what? The law, right? The commandments. See, but it says we're a holy nation. When you go into that word holy, man, it goes into being separate and set apart, right? That's how we're able to keep our power, man. Being separate and set apart, not being integrated, right? When we're integrated, we learn the ways of the heathen, man. Okay, and our people become docile as coons. See, right? Verse 2, it says, thus said Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. See that? So I just want to grab that real quick point. Now let's go back. Okay, Deuteronomy 32, verse 8, it says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, we all come of Adam, right? Every man's equal. We all come from Adam. Okay, but the same people who are saying that don't understand that Adam and Eve weren't the only people created on the earth at that time. See, there was an abundance of people and creatures, all right, that were created on the earth at that time. See, it wasn't just Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel, right? Or else how the hell did Cain find his wife? But these are simple points. I don't want to digress from the point. So it says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord Yahweh's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance, man. So Jacob, the Israelites, is the Most High's people. See that? We are those who are called to be separate, to be holy, to be set apart. All right, to be a royal priesthood. All right, man. Read Romans the 9th chapter, man, in its entirety. Okay, and really, it completely debunks that whole, that whole false Gentile doctrine. Okay, that whole heathens can be saved doctrine. Okay, because when you understand it, Yahushua came for Israelites pertaining to the flesh. Okay, and not all Israel. We know that not all Israel is going to get this. Okay, some of our people are going to still be stuck in stupidity. They're still going to try to say the white man's nuts. Okay, but in reality, Yahweh is coming to those Israelites, all right, who were scattered amongst the nations, who were given in the Gentile customs, as it tells you in, matter of fact, let's grab that when it tells you in 1 Corinthians 12, all right, we were once called Gentiles, man. So this is who the Apostle Paul was clearly going to. All right, 1 Corinthians 12:2, it says, ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. See that? So being carried away to the dumb idols, the Gentiles, gods, Christianity, Islam, Buddha, Hinduism, right? Egyptology, carried away to them dumb idols, meaning those things can't do shit for you, makes your ass a Gentile, right? So we were all Gentiles at one point, man. All right, and it's very simple to understand that that's what the Apostle Paul was writing to. All right, that's what he was going to. So with that, let's go ahead and grab this in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. It says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. Okay. It says, in Lebanon is sufficient to burn, nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. See, so what we're going to do, all right, as I continue to grab these precepts and show you that the Old Testament, right, the New Testament says the same thing. Okay, we'll show you in the New Testament the Most High is still not dealing with every nation, man. Okay, the Apocrypha, which means hidden, okay, which was taken out of the scriptures, the Most High is not dealing with every nation. See, when did it change? Right, Malachi chapter 3 tells you that the Most High changes not, man, so that the sons of Jacob aren't consumed. See, he's not the author of confusion. He changeth not. So if he's telling you in the precepts we're bringing out that he doesn't give a shit about your other nations, when did it change? Right, it changed when man, all right, created a religion out of a set of laws and instructions that were given to one nation of people. See, that's when it changed. Okay, All right. It says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. All right. And show and prove to you that that's speaking of you heathen nations. Let's grab this in Second Ezra. All right. Second Ezra 6:54. All right. It says, all right. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, right? We all, because when you go into the word Adam or Adam, it means, one from the earth. Okay, essentially an earthling. Okay, it says, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. See, there's a distinction made. We all come from Adam, all 18 nations, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So it's separating that one nation of people out of the rest. All right, verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and is likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. See, so he's liking you people on a spit, man. Okay? Many of you people aren't worth the ground we walk on, and yet you heathen are powerful as shit, all right? And have placed yourself on a pedestal above the nation of Israel, man, the true Israelites. Okay, and there's hell to pay for that. It says, and has likened the abundance of them as unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. See, and that's what we just read in the book of Isaiah. Okay, you people, you nations are likened unto a drop of a bucket, man. Imagine a whole, 500-gallon bucket, and one little drop of water fall out of that bucket is likened unto how the Most High cares about you people, man. He doesn't. Okay, and your feelings don't matter, which we're going to show you that as well. That it doesn't matter how you feel about it. Can the potter not have can the potter not do what he want with the clay, right? See, so let's grab that right now. Matter of fact, okay, in the book of Romans. Let's grab this in verse 20. Yeah, man, read the whole chapter of Romans, because Romans 9, it goes in. But yeah, it says, Romans chapter 9, verse 18. All right. It says, therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth, man. Going into the Most High. It says, thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Who resists the will of the Most High, man? Nobody. It says, nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus, right? Why did you make one nation of people? Why'd you make those niggers above us? Why'd you make those niggers faster than us, stronger than us, better looking than us, right? Why did you make them better than us? Because he's the Most High God. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. See that? It says, shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Right? Imagine you drawing a picture. You draw a picture and you make your, you make your character all, ugly and, however the hell you make your character. And imagine your character, that character coming to life and saying, why the hell did you draw me like this? See, you see, that's the level of ignorance, all right, that you people are operating on, man. Verse 21, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, the Israelites, and another unto dishonor, you so-called Edomites, man. You Edomites, you so-called white people. See? All right, that's the point, man. So you people got to understand that Yahweh Shem Yahshua does whatever the hell he wants to do. You people don't get to dictate and determine how he has these things set up. Okay? And essentially that all that shows is that you're very emotional. You're allowing your emotions, all right, to get in the way of your understanding of the scriptures and your acceptance of the scriptures, man. Which Hebrews 4:12 goes into how that would happen. Okay, the truth hurts, man. It cuts you people to understand and to know, all right, that if you're not a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, there is no salvation opened up unto you, man. It doesn't exist, right? That you're likened unto a drop that falleth from a bucket, okay? You're likened unto spit, okay? And yeah, it hurts, oh well, get over it, man. You people been hurting and crushing and oppressing our people, all right, for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, man. And so now when we finally coming to the understanding of who we truly are as a people group. All right, you people can't change that. You can't change it. You can't stop it. See that? Yeah, this is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. It says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord Yahweh your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. See, the Most High is very ethnocentric, man. He's very much for his people and the way of life he has given to his people. And that's why he became he's a jealous God, man. When we start following them other idols and shit, it made him mad, man. He turned his back on us for a little bit. Okay, but now he's dealing with us again, man. All right, you heathens got hell to pay. See that? You heathens have hell to pay, man. Joel 2 and 27 again. It says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, right? And that I am Yahweh, your power, your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed, man. See? And that's why it tells you in St. John 4 and 22, right? I believe it was speaking to the, I want to make sure it's in context. I believe it was speaking to the Canaanite woman. Ye worship ye know not what, man. You people don't know who you worship, right? You people worship idols and false gods. You people don't worship the God of the Bible. All right, let's see. This is this. Oh, the Samaritan woman. Okay, so yeah, they're speaking to that Samaritan woman, right? Which this is after the northern kingdom, right, was exiled out of their land. So this Samaria, all right, was being inhabited by heathen. Okay. St. John 4:22, it says, ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship. Salvation is for the Jews. Okay, for salvation is of the Jews. See that? We know who we worship, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay, and this is the words of Yahweh Shah. See, this is the words of Yahweh Shah, man. Right? So understand that, you know, you people clearly don't realize and understand who you worship, man. You're not worshiping, you're worshiping the wrong God, right? You people, you heathen were given false, you know, wooden and stone gods and things that, you know, that are dumb idols. Okay. The true living power is for the nation of Israel, man. And we were the ones created to worship him. And you heathen, by worshiping his people in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to be worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. But you don't get direct access to perform services for the Most High, right? To be a part of the priesthood, right? To do all those things. It was never opened up under you, man. And it never will be. Okay. All right. And yeah, I don't give a shit. Don't be in my damn comments being an emotional little bitch, because I really don't care, man. All right. I'm sick of the shit our people have to deal with and putting up with the fact that you demons are sitting there trying to make you're downplaying, all right, our role in these scriptures, man. The Israelites are everything. Okay. Everything is for the Israelites, man. All right. You people will understand that and it'll be shoved down your throats. Right. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. It says, hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities, man. So there you have it again. Only the Israelites are known of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. See that? He's only dealing with the Israelites. Okay? As for you other nations, man, forget about it. You people aren't worth shit. Right? Since you were created to be our inheritance, man. To be our slaves, our handmaids, our servants. That's what you heathen really were created for, man. And I know this may ruffle some feathers, but guess what? This is all scriptural. You people say you believe in Jesus Christ. You people say you believe in the Messiah. But he told you himself he's only come to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So again, you people worship ye know not what, man. Right? You further prove that with your ignorance and your lack of understanding the scriptures, man. Right? And don't bring out the whole neither Jew nor Greek, neither bond nor free. Understand, okay, the Apostle Paul lived during the time of Romans. Why would he say neither Jew nor Greek? Okay, first ask yourself that. Secondly, you have to understand that between the quote-unquote Old Testament and the quote-unquote New Testament, there was a 400-year period wherein Israelites were under Greek captivity. Okay, not the entire 400-year period, but there was a period in that 400 years when the Israelites were under captivity by the Greeks, and it was not lawful for us to call ourselves a Jew, yet alone an Israelite. 2 Maccabees 6 and 6. So what does that mean? We would call ourselves a Greek. We'd call ourselves a Roman. We'd call ourselves a Babylonian, right? We call ourselves whatever the hell captivity we's in, man. Today, our people, what they call themselves, African Americans. See that? If you in Canada, call yourself a Canadian, right? So on and so forth, man. See, the scriptures are not hard to understand, okay? And that's why when you read the book of Acts chapter 2, it tells you, as a matter of fact, I'm going to grab that, okay? Because the scriptures are just undefeated. Undefeated, man. You people don't read the scriptures, right? Go read your Bible for once, man. It's Acts 2 and 5. It says, and there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, see that? Devout men out of every nation under heaven. See, what does that mean, right? People like to be like, the Israelites take things out of context and you're twisting them and misconstruing the scriptures. What the hell does it mean then? Acts 2 and 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews. See, first you have to understand who the Jews are, okay? Yahweh. All right, the Jews were the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? It says there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Meaning what? We were scattered in every nation under heaven, just like the Most High said would happen. See that? All right. So there's your Greeks. Your Greeks were the Hellenized Israelites. Okay, look up the Hellenization period of the Israelites. Do your research, understand it, find out, and come to that understanding. Right? It's not hard. Okay, you people have like I said, been under Christianity, man. You've been listening to these lying ass pastors, okay, who've been bought out. Okay, don't teach the scriptures. Okay, we're literally reading scriptures from the Old Testament that's showing you the Most High shows favoritism towards his people. Okay, but the Christian church don't bring that out. They jump to the New Testament, and even in the New Testament, Yahweh Shem Shah still hates you Edomites. Romans 9 and 13. See, so you got to make it make sense, man. You have to make it make sense. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, and we're gonna skip down to verse 16. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. We're the beginning of all things. Every time there's a trend, every time there's something, everybody wants to catch on to and start doing, we started it, right? We invented damn near everything, man. We invented a lot of stuff that these so-called white people take credit for. See, and our people don't know that, man. You got to do the history, do the research. It says the portion of Jacob is not like them. We're not like these other heathen, or like these heathen. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name, man. Yahweh Shem Shah, all right, is for and only for the Israelites. Okay. All right. These are the words of Yahweh Shah. Matthew 5 and 13. It says, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his favor, wherewith shall it be salted, man? Imagine the best tasting food, right? If that food didn't have salt on it, it would change it completely up, man. We're the salt of the earth. We're the flavor, man. Everything Jake do, right? Everything Israelites doing, all these other heathen want to do it, man. The Edomites are culture vultures. These damn heathen are culture vultures all out the ass, man. Okay? It says, but if the salt have lost his favor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is henceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. And that's what's happened to our people, okay, because we learned the ways of the heathen and began to follow these dumb idols. All right, we've lost our flavor, man. Now, still, even in our lowest state, Jake is still better and outdoing every single heathen under the sun. Even in our lowest state, man. But imagine, when we're lifted back up on high again, man. See, and this is the point, man. This is what we do this for, right? We're trying to uplift our people and show them, according to scripture, when you remove your emotions and stop being a little bitch, right? You take your emotions out the equation, all right? You're created to be above everybody else, all right? You're created to be above everybody else, okay? You need to conduct yourself in that manner because we were given these laws, man. True royalty, okay? And, it's nothing wrong with being a separatist, There's nothing wrong with being for your nation or people, man. All right. All along, our people have been against their own people, man. All right. And there's been no outcry for that. OK, we can make songs about killing each other, sleeping with each other's wife, selling drugs to each other. Right. Hating each other. And nobody gives a shit. What do the heathen do? Right? What do a so-called white boy do if they listen to a rap song? Them niggas all up in them cars having the time of their fucking life, saying nigga, 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 kill, right? All these things, right? There's no problem with that. But as soon as we try to uplift our people and tell them, look, man, keep the laws of the Most High, right? Love your brother as yourself. Okay, we're supposed to operate on a higher level, right? The world was created for your sakes. When we start telling our people all these things, that's what they have a problem about. See, our people have an outcry for that shit because they want to say the white man. See, but anyway, at the end of the day, man, guess what? Yahweh Shem Shah, as we showed you, he can do whatever the hell he wants, man. And with that, he's going to save a remnant of Israelites that truly understand, all right, and come back to who they are as a people, man. Okay, but with that, I'm gonna leave off with Deuteronomy 7:6. All right, and we'll close out. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth." So you tell me, all right, if there is equality in that verse I just read, right? But with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shah, Bahar Hakadash, Shalom, DTA, Baba Ball.